Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. We've obviously switched out and got the brute back in the party. It's been a while since we've seen this hulking hunk. Well, that's a lot of teeth, isn't it? Anyway, so we're probably going to go back and try the Unending Blizzard, which I think we tried to do with the Brute and the Night Shroud previously. It was a while ago. Having the Sunkeeper is going to be very different. We've got slightly more mobility with the Sunkeeper, but also we could do slightly different tactics and keep these two together. And these are both significantly tankier than the Night Shroud, so it would play out very differently is what I'm thinking. Worst case scenario, we get a little bit of experience, maybe the Sunkeeper levels up and we move on to something else. But knowing that these have got some innate retaliate is obviously going to be a bit of a problem. But if we hit them big and hard, they should go down relatively quickly. Wind Demons, the shield is problematic. We don't have that much pierce working for us, a little bit with trample, so we'd want to preserve that. And potentially skewer if the conditions are right. But overall, we're relying on big hits like Unstoppable Charge and Practical Plans to get us through. Where's Practical Plans? There it is, down there. Let's give it a go. You head north from Wayward and see the bad weather in the distance. There's a clear sky in almost all directions, apart from an unmoving dark cloud straight ahead. Obviously, the Savas controlling it isn't afraid of attracting attention. Your progress slows as you get closer to the centre of the storm, until you notice a small pocket with lessening winds around a group of cairns to the east. It seems this group of mounds contains the temple you're searching for. The Savas must be nearby. Okay, we don't have any elite monsters, so we'll try for layabout. It's unlikely, but you never know. And Streamliner seems unlikely because we're going to need every card we can get. So Aggressor is also equally unlikely. Because this means having all the doors open, and we don't want that. We'll try for Streamliner. It might happen. You never know. Okay, clearing outside the cairn says demons waiting for you, but there are no Savas. There are 2 chambers to explore. You need to split up if you want to complete the dungeon quickly enough. You may need to split up. And there's going to be crystals in both directions. So we've got to destroy both the altars and also the Savas. These should be reachable. This is a slightly different layout to previously. Previously it had a very awkward long corridor. This is a relatively shorter corridor, but we're still going to want people to be close by. I think we're gonna start strong and try for that trample, which means we're going to want something that's going to move us in. And move us quickly before he has a chance to do anything. So maybe Provoking Roar. Provoking Roar and Trample. That gets us in and gets us acting. Over this side, I think we're going to go straight for the Practical Plans and just face check the old retaliation damage. It's simple. 1 for 1. And then they'll meet up and come through probably this direction because it's slightly closer to the Brute, who is a bit slower. Frost Demon is moving quickly, shielding and moving and then potentially taking damage, but we're not really doing anything like that. So probably not the best time to attack the Frost Demon. We can hold off and redirect our attacks over this way slightly. So we're going to step in the teeniest little bit. And we'll just try and trample. There's no point in us reaping. Extra target. Hey, extra damage. That is good. It's still worth us hitting him with practical plans. It is still worth us hitting him with practical plans. We can reposition ever so slightly just to make things a bit easier for the future. So let's come to here. Skip the rest of the movement. There's so much movement. Maybe we should have just hit him and then gone and got the money. Yeah, get the curse on him. Okay. 2 damage for them to take 3. I'm okay with that. We want to go quickly. Cautious advance. Defensive stance. Try and get him knocked out as quickly as possible. And I need you to start moving for the door. We're going to ignore the money, which is a bit of a shame, but it kind of needs to happen. What's your biggest move? Hook and chain. Hook and chain will get us pretty far. Balance measure would be fine if we could do some damage. We could hook and chain attack this guy at range and then move 3 with balanced measure. It would rely on a hell of a lot though. Or maybe spare dagger, attack 3 at range, and then balanced measure to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm not against that as an idea. Alternatively, we don't go for balanced measure. Let's have a look. What angle do we want to be going through this door? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So hook and chain, the move, if it's in a line, we get the attack on it. So if we can end up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3 with jumping. Leaping cleave. Leaping cleave jumps us over. Spare dagger gets us to do a throw. It's a fair enough option. So over here, let's move a little bit slower. Let's say empowering command. And defensive stance is fine because we can always move forward, so we're always going to be able to get close enough, and that will allow us to give cards back. And that keeps us in the game. Alright, this is a plan. So, don't miss. It's good. It's good. It's exactly what we needed. Jump on over. Nope. Sorry. Undo. Jump on over. I was like, why is this not going far enough? There we go. So we're going to use the empowering command. So we want to maximize the benefit. Let's come through on this side. Give you back a couple of cards. We'll give you back spare dagger and trample because we're going to need that penetration. Okay, we're going to go for hook and chain so we can do that big charge attack. And without knowing what's in where, it's a bit sketchy to do much else. Maybe spare dagger, so wherever we end up we could do a throw. We've also got the potential of using the boots of striding, and we can decide part way through if we want to do that. Let's try and make that a little bit faster. There we go. So what are we going to do with the Sunkeeper? You're going to be moving a little bit slower. We could just do some temporary healing on ourselves. We could also do Protective Blessing on the Brute and really start getting that going. Yeah, if we do Cautious Advance and Protective Blessing, it allows us to check the door back out the way if we need to get a Protective Blessing there. There's a whole range of options. So we'll start off with the move. So you're going to move 1, 2, 3, and then attack. That's fine. That's fine. This thing is going to move before us, though. So maybe it's better if we push to here to keep it in place. What's he going to do? He's going to try and do some ranged attacks. And pull people in. Ugh. Inconvenient. Inconvenient in the extreme. And he's going to move first. If I go to here, he'll back over that way. Which means he's not going to be in in the right place to do a ranged attack. If I go to here, he'll pull us across and probably pull us onto that space, which is terrible for us actually getting the hit. None of these feel good. I think we might just have to go to here. Actually, we stay where we are. He'll hit us. He'll pull us in 1. There's still space for the brute to move up and hit. So skip the rest of the movement. Stay where we are. Purposefully tanking. There's a curse. And he pulled us over to that. This is fine. This is fine for us. Right. So we're going to move to here. In fact, before we do that, you're in range. You're in range of the spare dagger. Oh, we got 3 pierce on the spare dagger. That's amazing. I love the brute so much. Okay. Come into here. Got him killed. This is going so much better than last time. Okay. The next room, we don't know what's going to be in there. Chances are we can move in 2 to here, and then we could like move 2, and we'll have quite a decent range, but it's not guaranteed to be enough for something like Skewer. Juggernaut would give us extra move and attack on top, so that's a solid one for us to go for. Yeah, I quite like this. Let's say Juggernaut and Skewer. So we'll use Skewer to move in, and then Juggernaut to potentially reposition and do some shenanigans. I think anything we do is going to move us in at least 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move slowly and let's get some healing in after the fact. So, open the door. Okay, we have the crystal altar in the corner. And we have the Savas who's going to summon a frosty, but of course he is. That's just so inconvenient. If I activate this, it doesn't get us close enough because of that damn hazardous terrain. We could definitely tank it and then move past and start hitting, which might be a smart choice, so that we're right next to him. What are you going to do? You're going to go invisible. Okay. Yeah. Take it. Take it on the chin. This is necessary. start getting this guy killed. Yeah, look at you being all invisible. Okay, we're not actually going to be in range for Dazzling Charge, so we're going to have to do that as a self-heal. It's still not going to go to waste. It's not quite what we were hoping for. Okay, Eye for an Eye would give us nice Retaliate. But I think Eye for an Eye to do a little bit of healing on ourselves and strengthen, and then Unstoppable Charge on this fool is the... on this fool and arcing round is the right move. We can definitely move in and do a Holy Strike to get a stun out. Okay. Heal yourself and strengthen. This is going to hurt a little bit, but it's so worth it. ×2! Holy moly! What a swing. That is the stuff of legends. Yeah. You've actually just made it easier by moving me closer to the door, so thank you for that. I do appreciate the assistance. You can cope with that, so let's actually start coming in and just taking this out. Okay, we're going to be going slowly. It's fine. I think we're going to have to... you know what? Let's... long rest, short rest. Is there anything that we don't want to lose? We don't lose practical plans. Other stuff we're probably fine with. So short rest is okay at this point. We haven't used up our armor and other equipment. Don't want to lose defensive stance. Risk it for practical plans. Purifying rod. That. It's fine. Okay, we don't care how fast we go. So practical plans would be a solid hit on it, but we could also just do Holy Strike and lay on hands and just move slowly and smack it slowly. Down on this side, we'll do what we can. Oh, he's going to push us away. Well, we're going to have to step in. At least he didn't make us immobilized, because that would have just been really rude. The Brute is doing a good job. Definitely a good job. Okay, carry on with the slow wailing on this thing. Not quite enough. It's not worth us just taking the damage to get the gold, so... next turn you'll get it. Brute, long rest, a little bit of healing. And also get back your equipment. Over here. We want to save defensive stance. Protective Blessing isn't worth using for smacking stuff around. We'll use Beacon of Light to attack. So Beacon of Light to attack, and then Cautious Advance to move. One down. 50% of the way there. Do I really want the gold? I probably do really want the gold. And we will heal that up before we reach any other enemies. So here's your long rest. What is the least useful for us? We want to keep Leaping Cleave. Unstoppable Charges. Huge hit. Let's lose Provoking Roar. I really love all of the Brute's abilities. It's so difficult choosing which one to lose. Okay, our biggest move by far is going to be Hook and Chain. With the boots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we can get to there, or 5, 6, which isn't really any closer. So we can get to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, we can get down to there. So Dazzling Charge for the bit of healing. And we may as well use Defensive Stance because we're going to need to rest before we get there. And then next turn we'll do Empowering Command to give some cards back. That seems like a good plan. Right, so yeah, you're Hook and Chaining to move. And let's say Spare Dagger because you're not going to be near any mobs for a while. So, heal yourself up. And a little bit of Blessing. Come on down. Okay. So, I said we were going to do Empowering Command. That will give you back 3 cards. And Practical Plans will allow us to move very far. So we want to go after that. Let's say Juggernaut because we can move on the top. And Unstoppable Charge to move on the bottom. So here are your cards back. Not as efficient as if we'd gone right at the very end, but it's still pretty darn good. And we start towards the door. Can't quite make it to there, so let's just go as wide as we can. Here, no one to attack, so instead just step onto the slightly difficult terrain. We've got a lot of cards left. We're doing pretty well. We could probably have grabbed more gold, but given how the last run went, I want to be pretty certain that we're going to win before I send anyone out for gold. You can move 2 with most things. So we might have to just move a bit slowly. Hook and Chain would actually 1, 2, 3, 4 potentially work. And then Skewer might let you attack at range, so we'll try that, and we'll do what we can over here. Alright, Tactical Order. Actually, this works quite nicely. Push him forwards. Okay, he's actually in the wrong kind of place. But if we back up this way, we can then charge in, bum, 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 and then get a hit. Yeah, just get towards the door. In fact, no, get some gold for now. This Frost Demon will be able to fight without needing any real help. So it's only an attack 3. Maybe we'll get +1. No, not quite. So we're taking a fair bit of damage this turn. We'll be able to heal it up without any real trouble, though. That actually wasn't too bad. Let's say spare dagger and balance measure just to get that cleared off. Over here, we don't need a long rest, so short rest. Lose beacon of light. Holy strike, lay on our hands. Let's start looting some gold. So we're just gonna be pretty basic. Oh, jeez. That's not what we needed. What are you doing? You're moving two. Well, moving two away isn't really going to help things. But it will move us a bit closer to our destination. Let's drink that healing potion now. The disappointment is real. That's what I'm thinking. Let's grab that, so we're actually a little closer to our destination. And skip the attack there. Okay, suppose we can heal up first and then get the trample. That's going to guarantee the kill, but it means we're not going to loot the gold this turn. Over here, we'll go for... We're not going to be in range for dazzling charge. Let's say tactical order and cautious advance, and we'll just grab this gold. It should be fine. Yeah, totally fine. Step on, grab this. Nothing to attack. I suppose I could have used cautious advance to get the XP from the shield, but I think it's worth us doing a long rest over here. Get the boots back if nothing else. In the meantime, you're going to move in with practical plans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can do dazzling charge to get a little bit of healing. And a little bit of blessing. Okay, it's gone well for us so far. Let's say balance measure goes. And I think Juggernaut will get us into the doorway. No, we can do better than that. Hook and chain will move us in to the room. Hook and chain and Juggernaut. Let's see what's in there. And over here, we're going to go after this guy. Protective Blessing and Power and Command. Yeah, we'll move up and we'll just give him some cards back. Open the room. Where are we going? All the way to you at the back. That's where we're going. And we are going to make it, actually. So that's kind of nice. What are you doing? You're doing ranged shooting and you're summoning a wind demon. Okay, so we want to be in the thick of it, really. Okay, so we're definitely not going to be giving you back any cards this turn. Just based on the distance that we're going to have to travel. So Sunkeeper's not actually going to be much use right now. That'll help for next turn. Okay. Trample, eye for an eye. Potentially not in that order. Spare Dagger allows us to attack on the bottom, and Trample allows us to attack on the top. This is a good combination. Short rest over here. We're losing Holy Strike, but that's fine. think we're going to have to do cautious advance and practical plans. Maybe even get in and block him before he summons anyone. I don't care that these guys are doing area attacks. You can't have you summon anyone else. There is space for him to summon someone right in the corner. So if we kill him, he doesn't do that. Oh, it's a pain because I really want to get this guy with the advantage. But this is the smart play. It's okay. It's a little bit painful, but it's not really that much of a problem. Okay, eye for an eye, bit of self-healing. Skewer. Or actually, Leaping Cleave would be better. Leaping Cleave will allow us to attack them both. Not for a huge amount, but it all helps. Empowering Command will allow him to attack again. Dazzling Charge will allow us to get some healing out. Let's do it. So first of all, heal and strengthen. Hit both of them with advantage. You'd love to see it. Love to see it so much. Oh no, he's not adjacent anymore. We're not going to get to give him the other attack. It is frustrating, but it is what it is. Drink the potion. We've got the potion there to be used. Okay. Skewer and Unstoppable Charge will actually be able to do piercing. It's only pierce 1, but it will help. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to move 5 to be able to get round to hit him. So that's not practical. What I'm thinking is we could start moving back to try and get some other gold, but that's also going to take a long time and probably not the best use of our time. So moving down to this and attacking it, that's what we're going to do. We could use Tactical Order to make... No, we've already used Tactical Order to make you move. Yeah, we don't need to do that again. I was thinking because we've got like one more control and ally command in order to unlock the Beastmaster. So, no, this is fine. This is fine. Shielding? Just to be inconvenient. Well, if I can now reach you, then I can now hit you. So that's a thing. Skewer, we're going to need to move before we do that. Let's move to here. Skewer, use wind, get him killed. Okay, short rest, we don't need any more. All we need is a bit of beating stuff up and a bit of looting. Not actually going to make it. Let's instead go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we can only get only get right next to it. I don't mind burning a card for this. I don't think we've done there, but I think we're going to have gained 2 points from that, and it would have just failed it for us, which is a little bit of a shame. Yeah, it was just too much. I should have thought about that beforehand. It's no problem. We'll still get experience over time. It's just it'll take us a little bit longer. Let's beat this up, and while we're doing that, we'll try and head back towards getting some other money, just in case it lasts a little bit longer. Muddled it. But no, that's going to be it. Cool, we've succeeded. Well, we'll move back to where we can. It'd be really good to get a jumping ability. Confirm the action. Take the damage. Gain the 2 XP. Should still have 5 cards left. With the altars destroyed and the Savas defeated, any remaining demons dissipate. Well, there was none remaining, so nothing to dissipate. Once the 2 sites are cleansed, the Savas will be badly weakened. So yeah, the Brute didn't quite achieve their objective, but we managed it with the Sunkeeper, which was possibly the most important thing of that. We got the balanced blade design, which is the equivalent of the comfortable, like the ultra comfortable shoes that we have on the Sunkeeper. It's pretty good for characters that don't have a lot of big, strong attacks. One of the villagers from Mistfell Copse gave me an ancestral blade as a token of thanks. Take a look when you can. With both temples out of action, the Savas should now be vulnerable to an assault, if we could find out where their base is. Hold on, I just got a missive from Rockfall. They are under attack. Well then, the Savas must be nearby using their own abilities rather than the crystals. So, from this, it's a balanced blade design, not a balanced blade that we were given, so we can't just give it to someone that's going to cost us 60 gold, which is obviously quite a lot. Definitely someone worthy of this. I just need to decide who we want to actually pop it onto. Over on the trainer, 30 control abilities on allies. That's giving us our new birth trend. The Beast Tyrant. So they're going to be coming in instead of the Brute. And we're going to be dropping down difficulty levels because of that. It seems embracing abilities that aid your allies has brought the Beast Tyrant to your guild. It's now available to add via the character menu, which of course we're going to do. Now, in terms of things that they like, let's scroll and see what we have. Geez, we haven't used any of the Mindthief summon abilities. Should really get on that. Same with the Cragheart, obstacles and traps. So we need the bear to do 100 damage. We need to summon 30 times. And swap positions 20 times. There's definitely stuff that we can do. There they are. Level 1. So cute. So, I'm going to have to go through and decide which of the various abilities we want for them. But I'll do that off camera so you don't have to sit through my various musings on the matter. They are going to feel quite weak until we get them some equipment, until we get them some perks, and just progressed along a little bit, much like the Sunkeeper, much like the Night Shroud, but we'll get them there. So, thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven. See you soon.